Okay, good morning students once again. So now I am going to explain about the torque converter. So what do you mean by torque converter? Means it is like a fluid coupling. It is just already I have explained what is the use of fluid flywheel or fluid coupling. So this torque converter is also similar like a fluid coupling. So it is used to transmit the rotational power from the prime mover such as engine to the rotating driven load. Okay, it is located in between the engine flex plate and the transmission. Okay, it is used to increase the speed or multiply the speed according to our requirement. So when there is a difference in the speed between the input and the output shaft, so it also avoids the slippage. So the main components in the torque converter are the pump, turbine and the stator. So you can observe in the figure that the stator is located in between the pump and the turbine. So the main function of the pump is to transfer the fluid to the turbine. So it acts as a slippage. So the stator is since the stator is in between the pump and the turbine, to it redirects the fluid returning from the turbine. So the fluid, there is no chance of it doesn't allow the fluid to return back from the turbine to the pump. So it makes to flow in only in one direction. This is the function of the stator, which is located in between the pump and the turbine. So the turbine torque converter is usually the radially straight blades used in a plain fluid coupling. Torque converter turbines, okay, the stator are angled and curved blades. The blades shape of the stator is alerts the path of the fluid, forcing to coincide with the impeller rotation. Okay, so and it directs to acts on the turbine blades. So the torque converter is nothing but it is similar to the fluid coupling and it avoids the slippage. So that is about the torque converter. In the figure, above figure shows the torque converter. It consists of a turbine, okay, a impeller, nothing but a pump, and we have in between a stator. So the stator avoids the re-entry of the fluid from the pump back to the from the turbine back to the pump. So that's about the torque converter. And next we have a free wheel mechanism. So what is the free wheel mechanism? Where we are using this is nothing but the free wheel mechanism. The free wheel mechanism, the name itself tells what is free wheel mechanism. So suppose if we are driving a vehicle or riding a bicycle in the slope areas in the downward motion, so we can switch off the engine or make it in a neutral position without switching off the engine if it is a automobile engine, or if you are riding the bicycle when you are going in the slopes, in the downward slopes, so no need to pedal, automatically it will be moving at the higher speed. So that is called as the free wheel mechanism. So it is similar to a cycle chain, I told you already. In automobile, the free wheel mechanism disengages the drive shaft from the driven shaft when it rotates faster than the driving shaft. Okay, so when the driven shaft is rotating faster than the driving shaft, so it can be disengaged, especially when we are going in the slopes. Okay, so that is the so it is called as the free wheel mechanism. So free wheel mechanism mainly consists of a two sawtoothed discs and a spring loaded disc. So these are pressing against each other like a ratchet. Okay, when the drive disc slows or stops rotating, the driven disc slips over the drive disc and continued rotation will be taking place with the help of the spring loaded rollers. So the condition of the driven shaft spring is faster than the drive shaft exists in most bicycles. So the same way it is provided in the automobile engines also. So the simplest flywheel device consists of I already told you, sawtoothed spring-loaded discs pressing against each other. If the drive disc slows down or stops rotating, the teeth of the driven disc slips over the drive disc teeth and continues rotating, producing the characteristics clicking sound proportionally to the speed difference of the driven gear relative to that of the driving gear. So the more thing here is that you can observe that when the vehicle is driving in the slopes, so we can save the energy, and also we can save the automatically it saves the fuel also, and it will be quiet in operation. So that is the function of the free wheel mechanism. Okay, so that is about the free wheel mechanism. Okay, thank you.